So today was fun. I took delivery of my new surfboard, new to me. I don't know a thing about surfing yet. And the dude that I bought my trike from, thanks. He was coming up my way. He just happened to be going my way because there's some good shelling and swimming up my way. Close, I don't live on the beach. I live on this side of the barrier island because I don't want to do that hurricane action. However, he brought my board, and so now I just have to find the instructor. I told him whenever he said he was coming up here, I said, well, if you happen to find a hippie with, nothing better to do, a retired circuit pro, just pick that person up and bring him with you. Doesn't mind teaching an old lady how to use that surfboard, but yeah, I sure did get delivery. My birthday's not till May 27th, and it's only May 4th or 5th or something like that, and I've already gotten 2 presents. Like, this is really cool, and I'm turning 53 this year on the 27th, and this 53rd year, I'm getting birthday presents every single day because on May 1st, I got a whole new way of living that I'm in my townhouse and I got my trike. I have my surfboard, and it's just getting better and better and better. And the kitty cats got their stainless steel water fountain today. Woo! So a little bit of birthday presents are going all the way around to everybody so we can all play. This is fun. This is a much better way of life than to be doing everything with strife and just grinding hard and hating it all and miserable. And I don't have it all figured out. I don't have anything all figured out. I need a few minutes to sit down and just take a breather, man. The phlebitis has calm down a bit. It's time for me to just chill out for the night. I got my MASH going, and I haven't watched MASH. I used to watch that show every single day for like 13 years straight. My ex-husband, man, he's a very tolerant man. Thank you very much, because I played MASH every night. I mean, that was my OCD, autistic, stemming, whatever you want to label it. That was me. And thank goodness that he tolerated that and he liked MASH a whole lot, because that was my show when I was a nerd kid, I was growing up watching that stuff and thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And if Carol Burnett's show was on, I'd be watching that too. However, MASH, that stuff's on Hulu right now, and I have the DVD collection, but I don't have a DVD player anymore, So right now it's on Hulu, so I am nerding out hard. Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 are now for rental, and I don't want to buy them, so I was done with that one and decided I'd go back to my MASH roots. And that's funny because I haven't watched MASH in a really long time, and it's just brought back all these memories, especially when I'm getting delivery of my surfboard, and I took a ride on my trike for the first time today. I'm like, yeah, and I met 3 neighbors, man. I met a lady who has a little tiny dog. I don't remember that dog's name. But it was a little tiny dog, reminded me of my little tiny dog that I had to say goodbye to. He passed away a couple of years ago, and it reminded me of my little sweeters. And and she was just the nicest lady, and she's like, yeah, there's a bunch of us single ladies around here. Single ladies, and, divorced women, widowed, whatever, I'm 53 years old, man. I'm messing around with a bunch of, people that don't understand what it is to be a single woman. I don't want to mess around with a man, a woman, a child, anything, This is an older community. We're not, geezers up in here. I didn't see anybody that was, 968,000 years old. I also didn't see anybody that was running around in diapers, not, the toddler types. I mean, I met a 90-year-old lady today that I looked at her and said, are you kidding me? And she says, oh, I'm 90 here. I said, where are they growing you? Because, I'm thinking she's in her 60s, maybe her 70s or something, and she's out checking her trash. I said, can I help you with that? And she said, no, I'm all right, I'm good. I said, let me just at least get the trash can and, the lid open for you, the bin. And we sat there chatting, and then another kid neighbor comes out, and introduces himself. And the lady with her little dog that she's walking, and she's just telling me that she's divorced, and oh yeah, so it's over there. I live in a townhouse that I'm renting, A lot of these people own their townhomes or condos. I think they're considered condos. I don't really know. I'm not up on all that stuff. I'm just renting, you know. However, I finally came out from my fog of, you know, what have I been doing? Yeah, I've been playing dead for a long time. DED, man. Call the code on that. And be born again. Yeah, on May 1st. Yeah, Mayday, heyday. How are you? I'm just fine. I'm all brand new you. Yeah, I'm brand new me. And I'm totally digging it to be free. That I got on my dorkfish bike trike. And I'm meeting my neighbors, you know, 90-year-old lady. She's just the sweetest lady. I probably talked to her for half an hour and she says, oh, I gotta go, my back's hurting, you know. And just tells me she's 90 years old. She stood there for 30 minutes just chatting it up or whatever. And she says, yeah, I went to Biloxi because I like to gamble and I won me $1,200. I'm like, can I rub you? You know, you must be magical. And then another neighbor, he's just like, oh, hey, you know, and then another lady comes over and she's wearing a t-shirt with a whole bunch of writing on it. And like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. You know, what's your shirt say? And there's something about a child that's a cheerleader or something, you know, we just chat a little bit. I mean, I met 4 or 5 different people that just nice to see that I live in a community of people that are not just buttholes. I mean, I didn't live in a community of people that were buttholes before. I had super nice people around me that I met as I was on my way out the door. And thank goodness that I can still know them and visit them, and even more so that I can visit them and they can visit me, and that they're also neighbors here next to me, and that I live in a community, and that I can come up into my condo / townhouse, whatever, and close the door and have my privacy and not go outside. I mean, I didn't go outside for 36 hours, probably at least 48 maybe, because my feet were hurting. They were blown up, you know, just huge, and didn't feel really good. I mean, it's been a minute of just nothing but hard charge and trying to clear my old house and get into this new life. And man, that was a real big deal. And it took a whole lot more effort, a whole lot more energy, a whole lot more resource of me than I totally realized was stealing from my divinity. And it was absolutely thieving pieces of me that I didn't even realize until I started lugging and carting things to the curb and going, God, it's such a relief to just feel this, oh, I don't ever have to worry about that again, you know, and unearthing garbage that, ew, why do we still have this? You know, why do I have this? And not to be throwing it forward or, you know, offering shame. It's just, thank God nobody has to worry about this. That's a terminal stupid loop of no need to keep all this. No need to hang on to garbage, things that just that doesn't convey to a new way. Get rid of it, recycle it, upcycle it, you know, just abandon it where it is and leave it there for somebody else to pick up. That's not really a good way to go with that. That just keeps on spinning in lateral combat. And it's nasty because by the time I got around to cleaning up all that mess that was left behind and, you know, most undivine, it really was just, it was absolutely disgusting, some of it. And, you know, it was also quite relieving. I mean, unbelievably relieving to be able to haul stuff to the curb and know as I'm throwing it there and having a bit of tood while I was throwing it. I was a little rude tood about it, like, and it was good therapy, rage therapy, to throw that stuff at the curb and go, and also know that I won't ever do my life like that again, where I hang on to something from 19 whatever. I mean, I got some yearbooks from 1980 whatever, and that's about it. And some childhood pictures and things like that. However, documents from what? Nah, I'm not keeping old papers, other people's papers, other people's anything. The only thing of other people's that I'm keeping are things that are memorabilia that I'm hanging on to for the people that are special to me, that have asked, you know, please keep that in your care. And I absolutely will, because that's important to me. It's important to those people, and then that's important to me. Then yeah, I'm gonna absolutely make sure that that's held in safe place and protected and regarded with the respect that it deserves. However, it's very limited as to what that is. I live in a townhouse. I couldn't haul all that stuff from a house, a 3-bedroom house with 4 person family that no longer exists. You know, I'm divorced, my kids are grown. However, I don't want to just disown every part of my life. Most of it I did, about 98% of it, and the leftover remaining is the memorabilia for my children. Their little bit of memorabilia that is theirs that I'm holding on to, and my own from my own childhood, and the rest of that stuff, bye. It was cleansing as hello to throw it at the curb and know that, yeah, this makes me angry. Oh, it makes me angry for a minute to have to clean up somebody else's mess, and also to be able to go, yeah, and I'm not ever doing it again. And they don't have to do it ever again if they change their equation and change what they're doing. Now I'm not up in their butt to know what they're doing. All I know is back here, this big old mess, this is being taken care of appropriately. It's being closed out, absolutely collapsing, closed out in that quantum equation as balancing out. And so we all have a chance to start on a clean slate. If they hop off and, you know, continue to do bad math, I don't know. That's up to them, same as it's up to me. However, I ain't hanging on to anything that isn't my divinity, not for long. And if I start to get that wrong song, whoop, it's out of tune. You gotta go, man. I'm not about it, not about it. Not gonna hang out for any amount of time in a place where something feels undivine, or it doesn't feel fine, or it creeps me out, you know. Gotta tell you, I ran into somebody today, you know, just kind of poking around and meeting people, and yeah, you can give me some space, because I don't like what that face is saying. You energetically already kind of creeping me out, then I'm not gonna want to have much of a conversation with you, and you getting closer to my bubble and I'm getting more creeped out, then I'm going to put some space between us and shout you out goodbye. That I don't need to attack anybody. I just need to listen to me and my divinity. You're saying, yeah, just back away from that, because I don't know what it is. I don't care. It's not my business. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell somebody how to live their life or not live their life. All I know is I'm listening to my divinity say, yeah, back your butt right up out of there and get on back over to where you belong, which is nowhere in this air. And I don't know why. I just know that there was some, and I'm polite enough. I really am. I know how to, you know, be polite in public and, you know, good relations, etc. However, I don't have to carry on conversations to be good relations. I can be, you know, howdy neighbor and keep right on cooking and booking and looking for those ladies that are chatting, you know, 90-year-old lady telling me about she just got back from Biloxi where I won $1,200 in the jackpot and she's going to wherever tomorrow, you know, Naples or something, you know. I'm like, what? She says, yeah, I'm going to be gone for a week. But, you know, after that, you know, we go every week. I go over to play Mahjong. And, I mean, it was hilarious. And I'm looking at her, and it was after about 10 or 15 minutes of the conversation that she said she was 90 years old. I said, oh, my goodness. Where are you from? Because wherever you're from, do they grow whatever it is that you eat or drink, or, you know, what is it? Because, you know, I look pretty kind of tired and stuff, and I can't imagine I'm going to live to be 90, and I'm already looking like this. This woman, she's banging, you know, she's totally banging and hanging at 90. And she's just cute as she can be. She got her painted fingernails and her painted toenails and her cute little hair and like those rocking sandals and stuff. Like, you're adorable. And another lady with her dog, you know, and one right out the front of my condo here, you know, with her dog. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm getting ready to dork out on my bike, and I haven't wrestled it out of my van just yet, my rental. And she's super nice, you know. She's just talking, and she goes, oh, yeah, I'm divorced. I'm like, oh, cool. So you can understand a woman with a little bit of rage, because I was there testing my bike just a little bit, because I had to wrestle it just a tad, you know. I like to get my rage out in places where it's appropriate, like an inanimate object, and not at somebody's face if I can help it, you know. Please don't give me a reason to have to come in your face. And I don't find whenever I'm not hanging out in the undivine, I don't find myself feeling that inclination to get snarky and barky with anybody, because I don't have a reason to. I don't feel threatened. And so it's beautiful. 1444. to be in a beautiful place. And I hope that you are in your skin, man, and digging your within, and go within and find your divine, because you're divine, baby. It's absolutely fine. Have a good night. See you next time.